Very good morning, students. Today we are going to start the next topic from the chapter verb, that is incomplete verbs and complements. In the previous video already I have shared with you what are the verbs, object of the verb, how to identify subject and predicate of a sentence with the help of a verb, and then we have seen direct and indirect objects. We have also discussed transitive verbs, intransitive verbs and ditransitive verbs. Now today we'll focus on incomplete verbs and complements. Let's begin. Verbs that require not an object but some other words to make complete sense are called verbs of incomplete prediction, or we can call them incomplete verbs. Now, if we talk about the examples, so all kind of be verbs means is, am, are, was, were, will be, shall be, which shows being of something, are incomplete verbs. Also, verbs like appear, seem, grow, look, feel, become are also incomplete verbs. Why? Because they do not require object but they require some other words to complete their sense. Like if I say mother was, then there will be always a question. So how you can complete the sentence? Mother was ill, or mother was satisfied. Verbs of incomplete prediction means idea of being, becoming, seeming or appearing. Complement, what is the complement? The noun or an adjective will be complement to the verb. When a complement describes the subject, it is called a subjective complement. Let's take example. Tabby is a cat. John became a soldier. Mr. Mehta became mayor, and you look happy. So here you can see the verb is became and look. Now here you can see what they are. Idea of being or become is given. A soldier, mayor and happy is to whom? So they are talking about Tabby, John, Mr. Mehta and you. Means they are referring to subject. So they will be called subjective complement. Words that tell us something about the subject are called subjective complement. The governor is busy. Mrs. Sharma looks angry. Teacher seems happy. So here busy, angry and happy are complements, and for whom these complements are, so these complements refers to subject, governor, Mrs. Sharma and teacher. So these will be called subjective complement. Let's take some more example. The girl seemed excited. So excited will be complement, and who is excited? So the girl. So the girl will be the girl is subject and seemed excited. So excited will be subjective complement. The dog is hungry. Hungry will be complement for what? For dog. So it will be subjective complement. If we talk about my uncle is a surgeon. So here surgeon will be complement for whom? For uncle. It's on subject place. So it will be subjective complement. I hope you understand. Words that tell us something about the object are called objective complement. Let's take some example. A couple named their baby Shri. So what's the name? Shri. And for whom? It is their baby. So who is Shri here? So Shri will be complement for their baby, and their baby comes at object place. So will be called objective complement. Let's take the another example. Collector found his secretary a scam boy. A scam boy will be the complement, and for whom? His secretary. So his secretary is an object here, so it will be objective complement. Mr. Shah called his boss a liar. A liar will be the complement, and for whom? His boss. His boss is coming at the object place, so it will be objective complement. I hope you understand. Let's practice. Underline the subject complement in each sentence. The trees looked greener after the rains. So, after the rains will be complement, and for what it is? So, it is for trees, and that's why it is subjective complement. The snake was venomous. The singer sounded enthusiastic. Mr. Whitkins is our new coach. Tina is a cute little girl. The mountain seems magnificent. Now what you need to do, pause your screen, underline the subject complement in each sentence. Remember, when it comes subject complement, that you are not supposed to underline the subject of the sentence, but you are supposed to underline subject complement. So what will be the subject complement here in the second sentence? That will be venomous. Third, enthusiastic. Fourth, our new coach. Fifth, a cute little girl. And last one, magnificent. Let's practice more. Underline the object complement in each sentence. Now what will be the object complement in each sentence here? Ethan made Emma angry. The loud sound drove Elsa crazy. That movie made the actor famous. Percy made the salad dressing too spicy. Amanda found her bowl of cereals empty, and the house has elected him chairman. Now you need to underline object complement. Like first one I'll give you. Ethan made Emma angry. Now to whom he made angry? So Emma. Emma is on object position, and angry is the complement, but it is complement for what? It is for object. So angry you will underline as a object complement, but you need not to underline the object of the sentence. Is it clear? So you can pause your screen and solve these all. I hope you understand. Do more practice from your English grammar book. Do read the content from the book, and if you have any doubt, you can ping me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you. And